said you guys were going to sing.
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody don't love me quite like you.
So that's a first for our podcast here. We have some singing, and that was actually from the TikTok. You guys check that out. We haven't posted it yet, but we will tonight yet. So without further ado, this is Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet here in the podcast studio in Whitehall. We have the Montague Girls Track and Field Media Day today, and we're pleased to have with us senior Britta Johnson. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Junior Ava Pumford. Hello.
Hello.
And sophomore Abrianna Rampton.
Yes.
All right,
hello,
got it. I
thank
didn't
you.
even have to look. All right, so welcome, and how's the media day going? You guys, Courtney Jimison, who I work with, she says, man, I just hope they bring some energy. And you guys answered that one.
We have tons of energy on our team.
What did you guys eat before you came here?
I don't know.
We really didn't
Honestly,
have that
probably
much
nothing.
time.
We didn't really have that much
Practice
time.
got done at like 5, and then we had to be here by 6.
Yeah.
Man, you guys brought it.
We
Good
just always
job.
have energy.
Yeah,
Great job.
they're out there dancing right now.
Yeah.
They haven't stopped since we've gotten here. That's awesome. So Britta is a sprinter and relays. I remember, I think it was your freshman year at the GMAA
Yes. It
when you
was.
kind of burst onto the scene?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
That was a really fun time.
Yeah.
I really liked it, and that's what got me into track, actually.
That really, you were kind of on the fence then?
Oh, no, well, it wasn't really, like, on the fence. I just was, like, having to choose between
Oh,
track
yeah.
and volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, it's worked out really well. So,
Yeah.
and obviously Ava sprints and relays, but also high jump.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I cleared starting height for the first time the other day, so that's progress.
It
But
is.
you know, track was my first time. I did my track for the first time last year, and I loved it. So I came back and decided to try high jump, and it's been fun so far.
And you brought someone else along with you on high jump over here, Abrianna?
Yeah. I actually only did it because they just needed someone to fill the spot last year. But then I only did it for like 2 meets because then I ended up getting stress fractures in my shin. So then I didn't. Then it was just Ava by herself again.
It
Yep.
was rough.
But you also do middle distance,
Yeah.
right? And,
Yeah.
and sprints as well.
And I kinda-
More relays though, right?
Yeah, I kind of got through in that last year too. Like
Yeah.
they just needed someone to fill a spot at a meet, and they threw me in.
It's
Man,
really
they're
rowdy
being
out
loud
there.
out there in the studio.
Yeah.
So, you guys started your season, was it Friday?
Yeah.
Were you guys all there or no?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we
know
were
if it
all
was a
there.
full squad there over at Grand Valley.
It wasn't. It was like top 3
It
or
was
4
just,
in
yeah.
every event.
What was that like? Indoor thing, obviously. What was that like?
I would say it's different. Track's only 300, and like you see so many more people at like the bigger meets, like Grand Valley, like indoor. So like I was jumping against people that I don't know, but I mean, it was still cool to like be like, oh hey, like I'm jumping against you.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had more indoor meets. Like, I like outside too, but like the temperature inside, like just the environment. The 300 track messes me up, but because for the 800 you started, it was like almost 3 whole laps. So it was definitely like weird, but I like it being inside.
I mean, let's be honest too. It's Michigan, so it doesn't really get nice until probably end of
Yeah.
May, early June when
Yeah.
the state meet comes around, and then that's it. So, but what are you guys looking forward to the most about the season?
Making memories.
Yeah,
we
making
made a lot of
Last
memories last
year.
year.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. I'm just so excited to do that again with the same people, hopefully.
Yeah, and
Maybe
track
new
is-
people because we have a bigger team this year, which is great.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's like,
track is really like everyone, like you bring it all together. It's like nobody's really having like a conflict or anything because it's all like, it's like a team sport, but it's like you're performing for your team. Like,
Yeah,
You're just putting yourself on the line for your team.
I would say it's kind of like wrestling. I don't know, you
Yeah.
guys don't wrestle, but there is a girls wrestling team at Montague, so
yeah.
it's kind of like that in a lot of ways. So, biggest meets of the year. What are the ones that you're really looking forward to?
Kent City.
Kent
City.
City. That's such a
That
fun
one.
meet.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great meet.
Or
Yeah.
our regional and city meet. I'm really excited for our city meet. But yeah.
After I called Coach Jancic sir, we were talking about the Kent City. When she walked through the door, we were talking about that Kent City Elite Invite, which I believe is April 26th. I was just looking that up because that's one I always like to cover. Because I kind of look at it as a pre-state meet, even though,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little ways away from that, but still, you're at that site because that's where the state finals are. Nice facility there. Anything else? Like, is a GMA a big deal, or is it just one of those deals?
I like the GMAA a lot. I mean, it's just like you're competing against like all like your schools around here, so they're all like your friends. So I guess it's really fun to like see the people that like you're going up against, and they're like your friends. So I guess it's kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, I feel like by the end of the season, we did not have many girls running. Like, I feel like everybody got hurt, and shin splints was like a main thing. So I'm excited for like more people to be at those meets, because by the end it was just like a couple. Like, those big meets was only like a couple people between regionals and GMAs and all that stuff.
So enough of this boring stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. I want you guys to talk about each other a little bit. So we'll start with the senior talking about the underclassmen. So one thing that you think's really cool about that person. One thing that's
Like just these two?
yeah.
Okay.
And one thing that you think's, you know, I know it's a tough one. Whether that's something. Jeez. We're missing something out there. It feels like.
Oh, I think
Oh,
they're
wow.
doing the thing where they're like screaming in the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
So one thing that's maybe really flattering, and one thing that maybe isn't as flattering, without being too mean.
I'm brutally honest.
You've been in this seat before. I've asked you a similar
keep it-
question before.
Brutally honest, I agree.
Yeah, you definitely have asked me this.
Volleyball,
Yeah,
maybe.
volleyball. That one was.
You get in trouble for that one?
I definitely did. Yeah. Well, with Ava, I love her positive attitude. She's always outgoing, and I don't know. I feel like there's nothing really bad about her. She just makes me laugh a lot. So like, I don't know. Like that's not anything bad, but
Great.
yeah, I just love Ava as a person. So. And Abriana. I haven't really known Abriana as long, actually. I just, like, she was, like, last year was, like, our first time being on a team together. But, like, I played volleyball with her. Like, we kind of, like, practiced together and stuff. So, like, I don't know. I really like her as a person. Her energy is amazing. Her attitude is great. And I just love how she wants to come and work.
Someone got a hold of her and said, "Stay PC on this. Politically correct." You did a good job this time. I don't see you getting in trouble this time. All right, so Ava, you're next in the pecking order because you're a junior. You get the floor to talk about these two ladies here, so go ahead.
Okay, well, start with Britta. I've played many sports with Britta, and I love her so dearly. I love how funny she is. There's nothing really bad about her. Like, when Britta's there, you know you're going to have a good time.
I 100% agree on that one.
Then Abriana, I mean, she's one of my best friends. She's my neighbor, so I spend a lot of time with her. She's just a really good person to be around. She's very hardworking, but I don't see anything bad about her.
So when you're neighbors with someone, you're going to see just about everything. Anything that you look out, you're like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it all pretty much. If she lied to me about how she didn't want to go do something, and then she was sitting on her couch in the living room.
You can see her head through the window.
She got caught.
It's the same way around. Ava told me she's not to do something, and I don't see her car at her house. So, like,
Yeah.
obviously she's out doing something.
All right. Nah, I'm just going to stay home.
Yeah, that's how it is, too. Yeah. I agree with exactly what Ava said about Britta. Like, she's just always happy, outgoing, crazy. Like, that's just her mood. It's just, like, spunk. Like, her at volleyball just going all the time. Like, there's no stopping with Britta. She also is really, like, determined with things. Like, she always wants to work hard, especially when it comes to running. And I don't really have anything bad about her either.
So who's your head coach?
Joe.
Is it Joe?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But, and then Coach Jancic, how cool is she? She seems like a
I
really,
love Coach Jansen.
really cool coach.
yeah.
She's been coaching for a long time, but what
feel
does she bring to the equation, do you think?
I feel like she brings energy, too. She's
Yeah,
very
she does.
a spunky person, too.
She's tiny, but she's mighty.
Yeah. That's how to explain it,
That
too.
is-
No, those aren't her sons, right? Especially like Silas isn't her son, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it
That like could lift this whole table over his head easily.
That is Silas.
I mean, where does that come from? You look at her and you're like at him, you're like
She's very
What?
strong.
She's stronger
She-
than
I-
me.
strong.
she's
Yeah.
I've always heard she's really athletic and strong.
Yeah,
So
she
She is,
is.
yeah.
She does our core with us. She does a lot of stuff.
She
with
does it
us.
better than
yeah.
I feel like kind of all our coaches are.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Brunson will run
Brunson runs
with us.
with you.
And
yeah.
Coach Connell was in like
Yeah.
the military, so he does these push-ups where you like go down and you like hold it and the left and
man.
hold it.
I
Yeah.
demonstrate, but
And I
like,
just
I
lay
don't
on
think
the
I'm
ground.
You don't
good.
want to show off.
No, I just lay down because I
I just do a
can't do
push-up
it.
and go back up.
Yeah, I feel like they're all very like they do everything with us and they keep up with us really well for not being
They really
young
keep
and
us
in
on
shape.
track.
Young and in shape.
Who's the strongest girl on the team?
Britta.
Probably Britta.
I don't
Who's-
think anyone else. I mean, well, like throwers.
Yeah, like there is it.
But I don't really like.
Pound for pound. That,
I mean,
that
it
came
could've
out
been-
wrong. That sounds bad too. I don't want to insult anybody here. I'm saying all the right things. They calling your coach sir,
Pound for pound.
asking about pound for pound. It's not the first time I made a dumb mistake like that either. I was doing an
okay.
interview,
It happens to
and
the
I asked a girl, "What's your height and weight?" And I'm like,
Oh no.
I didn't mean to do that. It just slipped out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you never asked that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Coach
I would've
Chance told me
said,
not
like-
to say anything stupid. So
Yeah.
I'm the
think
one.
I'm
I got this covered. I'm the one saying all the dumb stuff.
I would have
so.
said like the next strongest probably would have been Delaney if she didn't get
Oh,
hurt.
yeah,
She's
Trisha.
strong.
Or
Trisha's
Delaney or
Oh,
Trisha.
Trisha. Both of
Trisha's
them.
strong, yeah.
And they're both good throwers too.
Yeah.
Who's the fastest?
Britta.
Britta, probably.
Oh, or Inez is pretty quick, but Britta's first.
Inez or Jenna. Cammy. Oh my goodness. When we were doing runoffs the other day and I was running against Cammy, she was flying. Like, I was like, where did this girl come from?
I missed runoffs.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was at a college visit.
You missed that Friday.
Speaking of, any ideas of where you might end up?
Yeah, I actually have a few offers. I'm making a decision when I come back from spring break, but yeah,
Are you going to run track or not?
I am running
Cool.
track. Yes, I am.
Great. So,
Yeah.
who's the funniest on the team?
Jenna.
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 She's
Her
will
and
get you
Cammy are always
yeah,
laughing.
her and
like,
Cammy.
they don't stop.
Always, yeah.
Like,
Even
you
though
can-
they're sisters, like they're always laughing at each other's jokes. It's funny.
And they get along super well for being
Yeah.
sisters.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
well.
you don't always see that. So,
No.
Yeah.
but anything else you'd like to add about the team before we sign off on the podcast? I know this goes quick, but
Yeah, it went by really quick.
we can, unless you got more topics, we can keep this going for a few more
yeah,
minutes.
we
I
could
think
talk
we
forever.
could
Let's go. What do you
All
got?
day.
What do you got?
What is your
drama do you
favorite
wanna
sport
know?
to cover
That's a great question. I'm seasonal, so it depends on the year or the year.
this season?
Depends on the season. Seasonal. I like football a lot. Basketball, baseball is the ones I played, but
yeah.
there's not one I don't really like. I've covered everything, even water polo. And people ask, "How do you cover water polo?" Yeah,
You are committed.
I know. Well, I always tell people too, especially young writers that have mentored. I'd say, they're like, "How do you cover that sport?" I go, "You're not covering the sport. You're covering the people."
Yeah.
Covering the people playing the sport. The sport is actually kind of secondary. You want to write about the people and show readers the human element. Like talk about them as people, talk to them, get to know them, all that stuff. So that's a great question. Any others?
We can think of something.
We
feel
could
like
do
I was
our own
gonna say,
podcast. We were talking
You
about
could.
this before you got in
we're really
here.
talkative.
You should have just hit the button and gone live with it.
We were
Yeah.
Not waiting
we
for
were
me.
live.
Ava, what's the most embarrassing track story you have?
Of me or of someone else?
Yourself.
I don't really have anything super
Mine's that I can never clear starting height for high jump.
Okay, that's my embarrassing thing too, but I think it was at I don't know, I think it might have been at I don't remember what we were running at, but it was at home and I was running next to a girl from Havana and I was like running and we crossed the finish line and I almost I was about to fall and I hit this Ravenna girl, so she held me up. You were running with me too.
And what race
It was the
that?
200.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I had to catch the girl so I would stay up.
That's fair. No, we've had a lot. There's some funny track fails. There's been some good ones,
My
like
favorite-
hurdles.
Yes,
Or
I love
hurdles
it.
fun.
Oh,
My favorite
man.
is when people
See
catch
some
them.
nasty spills in there.
Oh yeah.
The other day at Grand Valley, there was when they were doing the 60-meter hurdle finals, there was one boy that hit every I don't think he was jumping. I think he was just running through every single one of them. Seriously, and then he caught the last one and fell, but he knocked every one down. I've
And
never seen anyone
what
hit
about
every
the one that
single
didn't
flew?
finish?
There was one that flew and it went into
went
the
a
other
different
person's lane,
lane.
and
Yes.
someone else hit it
Oh,
and they
no.
fell.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
It was like
It
a
was
disaster. They were all
Yeah, I felt bad, but it was
It was kind of funny.
yeah.
No, it was
time.
not funny because one of the guy who fell, he walked off the track and then his track coach was like, somebody go talk to him. He does not want to be talked to right now.
Yeah, right.
He did not even finish his race.
Yeah, that's for
All right,
sure.
any other thoughts before we sign off? and what you're looking for this season or anything else?
I'm just looking for a great season this year.
I think we have a lot of potential on
Yeah,
the team,
we
especially
have a lot of people.
relays. Yeah,
A
we
lot
have like
more
80, 90 kids
people.
out this
Yeah,
year.
we have
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people, a lot more coaching. Our coaching
Yes.
staff is great.
Yes.
We have like a different event coach for everything this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Helpful.
All right, well, great guys, you did a wonderful job.
Yes.
Man, it seems like we need to have you back on the podcast at some point.
Yeah.
So
This is my last year though.
I don't know. I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about
this
during the
year.
spring.
Just having fun. Okay.
And yeah, we do like an hour-long podcast on Monday night. So
Oh,
I'd
we'll
come
come back.
yeah.
We could tell you. We could bring up stuff. We could
Yeah.
talk.
you could really
like-
dive into some topics then.
Oh yeah,
We
for
could.
sure.
Yeah. So, well, if you're interested, we're always looking for guests. So let me know. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Best wishes to you guys this season. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Thank you.
Um,